Hi, how's it going, everyone? And welcome to day 12 of How to Stop Smoking Weed. And if you stopped smoking weed already, I just want to say congratulations and keep up the good work. And don't let nothing knock you off your sobriety. Just stay on it. And I hope, you do stay on it because a lot of people, they relapse. But if you do happen to relapse, just jump right back on your sobriety. Don't even worry about you relapsing because if you relapsed, it means that at least you're making some progress and you are trying. So keep it up. And if you're thinking about smoking weed and you haven't stopped yet, this video is going to help you because it's going to show you how to replace your negative habits that you used to do with new positive habits. Or it might be the same habits, but you'll learn how to enjoy them now instead of being high and then enjoying them. Okay, so if you learn how to do this, if you learn how to install new habits or learn how to enjoy the old things that used to make you happy, you're going to have more power in your life, you're going to have more control, and you're going to have more influence over people because they're going to see how strong you are in your sobriety and how you can stand strong even in the face of smoking weed. And if you don't learn this, if you don't learn how to install new habits, then I hate to say it, but you're gonna go back to smoking weed because you're not gonna have any power in your life. You're not gonna be in control because you're gonna let those old negative habits control you. And also, people are not gonna want to be around you. They're not gonna want to listen to you because they're gonna know you're high. They're gonna know you're not in your right state of mind and they're going to try to avoid you or they're not going to take you seriously. And also, not only that, but if you keep physically doing the same old habits, then you're going to go right back to smoking weed because you're going to hang out with the people you used to hang out with, go to the places where you used to smoke weed, or, it's just going to be somewhere around you where it's accessible and that's going to just lead you back into the cycle of addiction. But like I said, if you do learn this, then people are going to want to be around you. They're going to want to listen to you. They're going to respect you. You're going to be able to install new positive habits. And you're going to also be able to keep going with that, like keep installing new habits. Like instead of thinking like me, I used to have to get high in order to enjoy something. And this was like on all levels. Like if I wanted to learn something, like I would have to get high in order to learn because I'm like a functional addict. I felt like I couldn't do anything unless I was getting high. And as soon as I was sober, I didn't even really care about the learning. I kind of just wanted to get high again. And then, I was ready to study. But the problem with that is, you're not in your right state of mind. You forget a lot of the things. I would have to watch stuff like 20 times just for me to kind of understand what they were talking about. Or now when I study something, I kind of pick it up right away. It doesn't like take me a long time to get it. And also like when I wanted to just have a good time, like feeling good, like being with my mom or my brother or my sister or my girlfriend, it felt like I had to get high in order to enjoy their company, in order to like enjoy the time that I had with them, and just to get myself to go visit them. I felt like I had to be high because if I wasn't high, I wasn't gonna have a good time, and so I wouldn't do it. And also, I would also do like the negative physical behaviors. Like I said, I would go hang out with someone. Like I said, like, oh, I don't really want weed. I'm just here to hang out. But no, the real thing was that I wanted to smoke weed. And, that was just my way of kind of getting it by physically going over there and, and picking it up or getting someone to smoke with me. So those are some of the things that are negative that I used to do. And if you do stuff like that, you you don't want to stop it, like the positive ones, like going and seeing your mom or learning and all that. But you have to reprogram your mind to start enjoying this stuff. Or, like I said, install new habits that are actually going to make you want to do them. And some new habits that you can probably do is like learning how to play a musical instrument, exercising, maybe studying something that you're really interested in that's really going to motivate you and going to pay off in the future. Then these are like positive things that you can do to that'll stop you from smoking weed again. Because if you do the same old negative habits, like I said, you're just going to go back to smoking and it's not going to help you much in your life. You're still going to be an addict and you're not going to be able to stop. So, like I said, some things that you can do is like me, I like playing basketball. I like I like lifting weights sometimes. I mean, I'm not like a bodybuilder or anything, but I just lift weights to stay strong and like to kind of keep me in shape. And also, like I'm gonna take up how to play musical instruments. I've never played any musical instruments before, but I want to learn how to play the piano because also, like I said, when I used to connect with my family, I had to be high while I was doing it. So now actually I want to like buy a piano so I can like start enjoying time with my brother because we really don't have much in common. There's like a 20 or 18-year age gap between us. So I kind of feel like we grew up at different times and I see myself like as the older brother and he's a younger brother and I don't really do the things that he does. But that's something that I could find that we have in common that could be a new positive habit that I install in my life. Another thing, I love learning. I love just studying new programs. But like I said before, I used to have to get high to do that. And now I feel like I don't have to get high. Now I can actually study and enjoy it and be learning. But you have to program yourself to do this because those old habits, like I said, I used to have to get high to study. When I started studying again, when I stopped getting high, I didn't have like the motivation to do it. I didn't feel the excitement anymore. But you have to consciously do it. You have to like bring up positive emotions. You have to remember what the payoff is and what you're going to get from this. And also like working out. I haven't worked out in a while because like I'm not getting high anymore. So working out doesn't seem that exciting to me. I used to just make up images of fighting or how I would have to defend myself because I did a lot of like mixed martial arts and I used to work as a bouncer in a nightclub. So I try to always be prepared to fight and win a fight. So I would always work out for that. And those were the thoughts going through my head where now I worked out the other day and I was actually just trying to enjoy working out, like lifting the weight up and feeling it come down and realizing, I'm making my body healthy. I'm going to live longer. Instead of those old kind of violent thoughts, you have to like make them positive so you'll enjoy doing them. And another thing like I said you can do is maybe take up dancing, something that's going to be very enjoyable. This is good too because it's social. You get to hang out with a lot of people because when you smoke a lot of weed you actually become antisocial and you don't want to hang around people. And this isn't for everybody, but for most people it is because we become narcissistic. That's one of the real bad effects of smoking marijuana is you become so narcissistic that you can only think of yourself, can't think of others, you can't think of the world out there, and this will help you be more social, and it'll help you in your recovery. All right, so there you go. That's the lesson for today. Replace your old negative habits with new habits. And if some of the old habits, like I said, if they weren't negative, but you don't enjoy them anymore, but it's the right thing to do, like I said, hanging out with my brother, talking with my mom, talking with my brother, hanging out with my girlfriend, there's nothing wrong with these things. So those ones you could start feeling positive about. But like I said, you have to program yourself to do it. It's not going to happen automatically because you're used to getting the happiness from the drug. The drug will automatically do it. So now you have to learn how to do that naturally. Okay, there you go, guys. Thank you very much and congratulations on your sobriety and keep up the good work. And I'm proud of you. Take it easy, guys.